Sherpa.
I am a Sherpa.
I guide.
I lead.
I volunteer.
I implement change.
I create opportunities.
I bridge hands.
I connect people.
I mentor.
I share.
I spread the spirit of service.
I spread the spirit of volunteerism.
I touch hands,
Hearts,
souls,
and lives.
I touch communities,
Societies,
stereotypes.
and mindsets.
I shape cities.
And nations.
I build hope.
I build a future.
I prepare the way.
And I pass the torch on.
50% of my country is below the age of 24.
50% willing to be an agent of change.
50% can,
And will change my country
through volunteerism.
50% is not a number,
It's a force
and it is mobilizing.
to create a different environment of young leaders,
Young volunteers,
young Sherpas.
ready to take the task of service.
I am a Sherpa.
Past 10 years, our Sherpas help us carry out our vision of a community where the spirit of volunteerism prevails and makes a difference. They also help us provide flexible volunteer opportunities to other volunteers, and in ensuring that our volunteer projects contribute to community development. Our Sherpas are very important to us because they serve as extension of Hands On Manila's services and programs to our 40 partner organizations and beneficiaries. They help manage volunteer projects, they coordinate with our partner organizations, they guide new volunteers, and oversee our repeat volunteers. All our programs from Hands On School, Galing Bukid, Hands On Volunteer Vacations, Servathon, calendar projects, all these programs employ the assistance of a Sherpa. Without our Sherpas, we will not be able to sustain or manage our volunteer projects or the volunteers who work alongside with us in these programs. Currently, we have a pool of Sherpas, around 35 of them, between the age group of 27 to 57 years old. Because of our good experience in working with Sherpas in delivering our vision and mission, we decided to bring this Sherpa Development Program to a new level, this time investing in young people to make volunteering part of their lives and become a Sherpa. Our interest is particularly in the age of 15 to 24 years old. Given the reality that 50% of the Philippine population is below the age of 24, the youth is a huge human resource that is waiting to be tapped, to be involved in community life. Young people are seen as the hope of the future. We believe in creating an environment where they can develop their potentials, create their future goals, and discover their strengths. We believe that young people can lead and manage a project. We believe that they are partners in development, that they can move people to action, that they can live for change, and can make a difference. Thank you. Well, they run volunteer projects. Our current Sherpas are actually running all the volunteer projects under our flagship programs. So they help manage, they lead in implementing and managing these projects. So Kat here is the Sherpa, and she's managing one of our elderly programs. Yeah, she can speak.
I'm actually a Sherpa for a project for the elderly. The project is called Elderly. So I'm handling elderly in the community, in a family center. And what we do is, in the project is we teach them how to dance, how to do some certain crafts, and a positive outcome of what we do in our project is that what they have learned, such as the arts and crafts, they carry it on as part of their livelihoods.
Well, actually, like Kat here, she's been with us as a Sherpa for 3 years. She has a professional work, but she volunteers on her free time. We have our Sherpas who has been there for 10 years. But these are older Sherpas now. So like some of them are in their 57 years old, 40 plus. We wanted more young people because our programs are geared towards children and youth. We have more partner organizations that work with young people. So we wanted to encourage young people to volunteer and work alongside in these areas of education, environment, arts, so health. Well, we were aware that this is going to give us $60,000 US, but we're not asking that much of the full amount. What we are looking for is actually funding for the training of these young Sherpas, and at the same time, unlike the professional Sherpas that we have right now, like our Sherpas also put in money to provide for the project. So they also help us in a way in fundraising. But young people, when they do volunteer project, they have to have that some sort of funds to start a project. So we wanted to put in a little money in that sense, so that they will be able to be encouraged. And maybe later, as we see in some of our youth volunteers, they also raise funds. But you also need a little money to put into that sort of what activity they would want to put in terms of raising money. Some of our volunteer projects have started with the pooling of money of our Sherpas. And then it's like it's been there as a pool of money. So it continues. But we still want to reach more young people. We have a lot of young people who live in depressed areas. Many young people are not going into school, so they're out of school. We wanted to reach out to these communities and give them some mentoring or some alternative system of education. And we wanted to bring them back to school.
Well, the changes will be the youth leaders we will instill in them the value of volunteerism and development. So we will allow them to understand that. Other than teaching them how to manage projects from the planning up to the monitoring, we will instill in them the value of volunteerism in development. And the ripple effect will be greater since we're tapping the youth, since we will be looking into colleges, universities, schools, communities, youth ministries, and the ripple effect can be greater since they can apply this in their own communities and their own schools. No? They're not just going to be youth leaders in Hands On Manila implementing projects of Hands On Manila. They can actually also apply it in their own little communities.
Thank you. Thank you, Hands On Manila.